Hello and welcome to Situation Saturday, November 2nd, 2024. I'm Maureen Frank, the Mandala Lady, and I'm here to pull three cards to get insight on any particular situation you may be experiencing at this time, good, bad, or indifferent. And for me, my situation that I'm going to be looking at is I'm just feeling a little off today. It's not a physical thing, it's just more emotional. A lot of stuff going on right now in the world. And so, anyway, I just want some insight in how best to maybe see it differently. It's like, help me see this differently. Okay, let me figure out what deck we're using. This one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, we're using the metal deck. So, metal. So, yep, there we go. All right, so take a deep breath, get centered, think about a particular situation that you would like some insight into, and maybe even use the request that I had put out there to help you see it differently. Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, help us see our situation, whatever it is, differently. One more shuffle. Okay. All right, split the deck. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So, card number 1 is about the situation. Oops, sorry, I'm using a new recording, trying something different. And this is called Simplicity. I just realized I don't have my glasses on. Hold on. All right. Simplicity. I have a feeling I know. Yeah, keep it simple. So, whatever the situation is that you're wanting to get insight about or help see it differently, break it down into simple terms. And so for me, if I was to break down a symbol, I think I'm just letting. Oh, that's our Greyhound Faye in the background. That's kind of why I'm filming with the blur on the back. Is she's a bit feisty today. Anyway, let's just to keep it simple. So in my situation, it would be, just break it down to simple basics. And I think I think I was on social media too long, and I'm letting things get to me. Yeah, and yeah, a whole range of emotions going on with that. Yes. Okay. So card 2 is possible action or action to take. And it's nature's, the card is called Nature Spirits. So I get this where you can see it. Nature Spirits. And I see these little nature spirits as little points of energy that are around us all the time that we don't see with our physical eyes. They're just around. Their energy is it's kind of bouncing all around. They're there for us to tap into their energy. So let me see what this one. Be open to working with nature spirits. And so I usually call in nature spirits when I'm working on creating a new art piece. I'll call in, or even my mandalas of the day, I call in nature spirits to help me with. So that tells me that I can use them in this situation. I don't have to limit my access to them to just when I'm doing my art. I can tap into nature spirits and ask for their guidance. Where I think they're most effective for me is in dreams. I can use my dream world. My dream world, and also I know if I put it out there that nature spirits my team of guides and angels and nature spirits help me see my situation right now differently. And when I put that out there, which I just did, chances are either later this evening if I'm watching TV or if I'm reading something, and it could be nonfiction. Something will just pop out. I've even used the Bible, where I'm not an expert in the Bible, having been raised Catholic. The Bible was kind of kept for the priest, but there was a time when I I had been guided and told that you can use any book to put a question to, open it randomly, and just randomly point, and knowing that there'll be an answer or some. Do I tell the story? Yes. Okay. My team's saying tell the story. Okay. So I said, okay, well, let me put that to the test. I was having an issue with my dad. This was, oh gosh, about 30 years ago. An issue with my dad, and I just could not get it. So it's basically help me do this differently. So I randomly open the Bible, and then I just closed my eyes and pointed my finger, and I looked down and I realized that I was in Genesis, and I'm thinking, well, before I even read it, I was already judging. I said, well, um, the Genesis is all about, day one, day two, and who begot whatever. So I didn't really think the answer would be there, but this little verse, I read it, and it was like 2 or 3 sentences. The last sentence though said, so and so begot so and so, who was his father's son, and that punched me in the stomach emotionally, and which translated as I am my father's daughter, meaning the issues I have with my dad are issues that I need to look at. That I've been pointing my fingers at my dad, but I haven't turned the finger back to look at me. So, so that's why I'm saying, whatever your source of insight and guidance, if you have books, any old book, I don't know, dictionary might be interesting. Anyway, I'm sorry, totally got off topic there. So so recapping. So look at the situation, look at it in its simplicity. What does it really come down to? What is it, in simple terms, if you had to put it in one sentence, what would it be? And then action to take is to work with nature spirits, which is working with energies that are beyond just our physical. And it could be, just go for a walk in nature with the idea of wanting some insight into the situation or wanting to see it differently. And excuse me, I dropped the third card. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm a little off today. All right, so possible outcomes from this would be vortex. Let me get that so you can see it. Vortex. That's a pretty card, if I do say so myself. Yeah, to me, it's just going into this open space, going deep within to get away from all of the noise. I could see that it's getting away from all the noise to be quiet. So let me see, that message is be in alignment with the vibration of magic. Okay. So do I tell another story? Okay. This I didn't mean for this to be this long. Let me put it here because I'm filming differently. Everything is off. So, so possible outcome is to be in alignment. Let me get that wording down again. Be in alignment with the vibration of magic, and yeah, it's like wait for the possible outcome is magic. All right. Bear with me. So if you're not wanting to stick around for the story, you're welcome to check out now. Just keep it simple. Look at the situation from a simple point of view. work with nature spirits, the energy of the situation, which could be the energy of the situation and the energy of those that are around us to help us. And the possible outcome is magic. So you're welcome to leave at this point. Otherwise, I'll tell this story about what I consider magic. And I may have shared this story before. I can't remember. Anyway, another dad issue. That just dawned on me. Yeah, I just had yet another blowout with my dad. So this would have been, it was in 2010. So what is that, 14 years ago? I was visiting my dad in Connecticut, and I had set the intention before I went on the trip that I wanted it to be such that when I get ready to leave, that I can say that I'm really glad I came on this trip. Well, 2 days before the end of the trip, we had a big blowout, and I could not see how that was going to transform between now and 2 days later when I was going to be leaving. And I certainly didn't want to leave in this state. And it was mostly that I was majorly upset with him. I don't know if he was upset with me. I mean, we got in a fight, but his history is that he'll rage, and then he'll calm down as if nothing happened. And anyway, I went to bed that night, and I knew that I wasn't able to figure it out. So I turned it over to my team. I said, I don't know what to do. Please help me see this differently. And just before I woke up, it wasn't a dream. It was so much that I heard this statement that said, does a bear reveal itself on the bright side? And which I'm thinking it could be a great title for a book, to write about all of this. What that meant was, I mean, it made perfect sense. I understood immediately. And I was about 90% over the issue with my dad. Yeah, I guess you could say I'd forgiven him. My dad is not one to reveal stuff. He doesn't talk about like the war. He doesn't talk about the rough times he's had in his life, and he keeps a lot to himself. But when he is in the high state of anger, he can't keep quiet, and so stuff comes out that he reveals about himself. That if we pay attention, which I did, I thought back on what the fight was about, and I understood that for him to say casually, just to casually say what his issue was, it's not in his character, not in his nature. But when he was in that rage, and to me, he was like a bear, because he was bigger than life, and he was really angry, and his arms were flailing, and so it made sense that it was bear. That does a bear reveal itself on the bright side? No, instead, the bear reveals itself when it's angry, because it can no longer keep quiet. It can no longer keep it down. And so, yeah, we were able to go out for breakfast. I was still kind of wounded, but I was able to have breakfast, and we actually were able to converse, and he shared stuff that he hadn't shared before, and it was really quite extraordinary. And so the next day was when I was leaving, and he brought me to the train station, and I said to him, I'm really glad I came. And he replied, me too. I'm glad you came too. So that was magic. That was sheer magic. So there was a case of making it simple, that I don't know what to do in the situation. Help me see this differently. That was the plea to the powers that be, the nature spirits, my team of guides and angels. And the magic happened in that just before you wake up, kind of the mystical, magical time before you're in between two worlds, the unconscious state to the conscious state, that the magic came through in one sentence. and a healing occurred. So I'm going to apply that. So I already put it out there to help me see this situation that I got myself into differently. And now I'll just wait for the magic. All right. Until next time, if you hung in, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you found that helpful. Until next time, take good care. Bye-bye.